What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I feel like I'm going to do a Characin video. I'm going to give you guys updates on my old Characin, which is my wolf, and then my new Characins, which are the pink-tailed Characin, and most importantly, but I guess not most importantly, but most anticipated, the new Pyra. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do a water change. So I think today for water changes, I'm just going to do this one and that one. I'm going to save these two for another time because the stocking in here isn't too crazy. And in here, the only fish that's really, I guess, producing a bioload or a big bioload is the gulper cat. Everyone else is pretty low in bioload and stuff. Look at the rice fish though. They've been growing like crazy. So yeah, skip this one. Skip this one. I'm definitely going to water change this one. And then I'll do these two right here. Look at them. Swimming and chilling, man. Swimming and chilling. I need to stock this tank. Hopefully this guy will grow a little bit faster. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so while we're waiting for this tank to drain and that tank to drain, let me go ahead and give you guys an update on Mr. Pyra here. So one of the reasons why I didn't want to do a water change on this tank today is because I wanted to show you guys how he's acting right now. And if I did do a water change, it would be super skittish. It wouldn't act normal. So yeah, it's a good thing that we're not doing this one today. But let me go ahead and dive deep into this aquarium and show you guys how it's doing. Alright, so quick update on this one right here. These guys are pretty much done with the whole quarantine process. It's just chilling. Characin back there is chilling. This pink-tailed Characin is just like my last one, super skittish, and kind of darts around the aquarium, likes to hide in the corner, while this one right here is just kind of hanging out. I think right now, because I have my camera out, it's kind of facing the wall, but usually it's kind of like just swimming in this vicinity right here. No one ever goes that way. I think it's because the flow is here. And from what I've read and what I've experienced, these fish, they feel comfort underneath current like this. But yeah, as a quarantine tank though, it's not looking that bad. Went ahead and added some substrate in here too. And then some of these driftwood and plant and all that stuff, that was from this tank down here. Gulper doesn't really need it, so went ahead and just gave it to these guys. I have been keeping up with monitoring them for parasites and stuff. They seem to be good to go, and the reason why they're still in here and they're going to be in here for a while is because we're still training to eat prepared foods. So at the fish store, this one did eat guppies and all that stuff, but over here it ate a piece of frozen market shrimp, and this was the technique that we ended up using. So it's pretty much a plastic clip tied to fishing wire. And then I tied let me see if I can show you. Can't really tell, but I tied a knot at the end of this, and then I put pieces of market shrimp at the end of this line. Went ahead and put that here. And then I have these little pliers to kind of weigh down the plastic clip, so make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And then I have the line going into this portion, which pretty much hangs out here at this flow. So the reason why I hang it there in front of the filter is because previously, when I had one of these, I was training it, I was just doing this all day in front of the tank. But this one in particular is way more skittish compared to the other two that I had. I think the reason why is because I had them in bigger tanks. I wasn't really quarantining them back in the day. That was the only tank that I had. So I just had them in a bigger tank, and I was just kind of doing this all day. But with a bigger tank though, I can stand farther away and dangle the food in front of the fish without it physically seeing me. But in this tank right here, being that it's kind of small and I'm just kind of in front of it, me doing this all day, it's just not going to make me want to eat. It's going to want to hide, and it's just scared of me. So the good thing about this flow being right here is I can just put the piece of shrimp up on the surface, and then the flow will move it for me, and I can do whatever I need to do. Go do laundry, hang out with my fiance, and just watch the fish on my phone. A little camera here. I've been using this camera to monitor my fish when it eats. And that's pretty much what happened. So I stepped away, and I noticed right when I did, it was patrolling the tank. It was just swimming around everywhere, doing what it needed to do, and then eventually it snapped at the food and ate it. After that though, I noticed that it didn't eat anymore. So I think it's probably still full from that bigger piece that I gave it, and I'm just waiting for it to be hungry again so I can try it again. But this one did eat a lot faster than my previous ones. My tat took a very, very long time. I think it took about almost a month for it to take dead foods. And then my old scum, it took about 2 months for it to eat dead foods. This one right here, it ate really fast. I think because it's a smaller tank. Once it starts eating more and more, that's when you move it to the bigger tank, which is what I'm gonna be doing maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. I just want this one to take dead foods more regularly. And then once I'm on like a cool routine or a cool schedule for feeding and stuff, that's when I move them over. But technically, these guys are all quarantined, all ready to go, and I don't have to worry about parasites and stuff. Except for the pigtail Celsius. That one will get destroyed by the lapse. So I think in 2 weeks we'll move the scum over after it eats more, but the pigtail Celsius will stay in here. That might be a good thing, because if we end up seeing a red-tailed barracuda or something, we can quarantine it in this tank, and then the pigtail Celsius will do its job again. Went ahead and finished the water change. These guys are usually a little bit active after water changes and stuff. Water's a little cloudy, but that's just from me messing with the mechanical filtration. But the focus is on this one right here. There it is. Oh, nice. Ever since moving to this tank, he likes to kind of float up top here. He's not like floating uncontrollably, he just likes to hover in that corner, so he can be chilling down here with these guys, but he just decides to hang out here. In this tank, he used to hide where this Geo was, but he was beating up on these ones. That's the reason why I went ahead and moved him to this tank right here. He went ahead and moved over here, and then he tried to beat up on these guys, but these ones are a little bit more beefy, and he quickly realized he wasn't able to beat up on any of them. So yeah, that's why he's just kind of chilling here now. One thing I do like about this wolf right here is it's not skittish at all. It chills, it doesn't hide, and then whenever I open the tank, he's not like bolting away. So as you can see, he's right there. I can open the tank all day, and he'll still be chilling right there. So yeah, not skittish at all. In fact, let me see if I can feed him real quick. I bought these for the Characin, but the last time I tried feeding these to my wolf, he liked it, so let me go ahead and give him some of these. And what these are, just freeze-dried crickets. Go ahead and throw this in. Boom. Oh, I think it's waiting for me to close this and sit down. Here, go ahead, give it a shot. No? Camera shy today. Either camera shy or focused on me. Actually, while he's in this position real quick, I can talk about this tail. So when I first got this wolf, it had some tail damage. I originally thought it was going to heal over time. As you can see, it does have a little bit of swimming issues because of the missing tail, but he can still kind of float, hover, no problem. Chilling. Still live his life, and he's not like uncomfortable or in pain, but oh look, he moved a little closer so I can see his tail. You can see that damage. Oh man, come on, I'm showing the tail. He's going for the cricket that I threw in. But you can see that damage, it went past the fins and went straight to the meat. So I don't think his fins are going to grow back at all, but I'm just really lucky it has a little bit of fin left at the top. It does swim a little bit slower compared to other wolves that I've had, but yeah, it's not like it can't swim. At least it can kind of like stay still and kind of hover around. But yeah, this tail kind of gives it a unique type of look. Without the damage on the tail, I'm pretty sure it will swim super fast and it can be way more athletic, but this guy is still kind of pretty active. You know, it's actually one of my most active fish in this fish room. For example, these guys right here don't really do much, but you know, kind of chill down there. Those guys chill back there, you know, doing Bashir stuff. These younger ones kind of swim. You know, this Geo hides a lot, way more than I thought. And everyone on this side is just kind of chilling, especially the gopher cat. But yeah, my wolf is literally the most like active fish here. He's kind of using the little fin to navigate a little bit. It would be cool if he had like a full fin in the back, but in the state that it's in right now, it looks pretty sick. It looks kind of stubbier. See, this tank without the wolf in here, it won't look complete. The Bashirs are pretty big, but most of the time they're just kind of chilling in the corner. But without this guy floating up top, it look kind of empty, you know? So I feel like this wolf is perfect in this tank. I do take it back. Before, I did say that the red wolf can live in a 40-gallon comfortably for life. But I noticed that once I moved it to a bigger tank, it swims way more. So while it was in my smaller tanks right here, it was actually in the setup similar to this with a whole bunch of plants. I'll go ahead and put some old videos and stuff for the new viewers. When it was in there, it was hiding all day. It was camouflaging. It looked really cool. He looked really happy with hiding places and all that stuff. But he never really came out. I'm not too sure if it was because it was a smaller tank. It didn't make him want to come out. There was an okay amount of room for it to swim, but not like this. In a tank like this, I feel like it really just kind of flourishes. So he's just super chilling. He likes to float like that all the time. And the reason why he's chilling there is because that's where I feed. As you saw with the cricket, I usually open the lid, but he watches this hole right here. I went ahead and drilled a feeding hole, and that's where I throw in pellets and shrimp and all that stuff, and that's why he's kind of chilling watching that hole. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to spend some time to give you guys updates on the Characins that were in this fish room. So Wolfie over there, Pyra, and Pink-tailed Celsius. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And peace, guys.